Good morning, guys, and welcome to iPhone Smart recap of Fairview Poly. The previous time we were at the Fairview Poly course, which was 3 days ago on the 23rd of June, and just a couple of things to show you what you can actually use as tools. We started off in the first, and the top-rated Adia ran second. Now in that race, Abound beat it, but just looking at the actual data, the Abound was a little bit behind him the previous time that they met. Let's just show you that, but that was on the turf, and that was on the 2023-04-21 over the 1200 Eastern Cape Nurseries, when Ramzan was riding Adia 8.5 lengths behind the winner, and Abound was ridden by Keegan Steyn and was 11.75 behind the winner. So 3.25 lengths between the two on that day. The interesting part, though, was that although Adia beat Abound by 3.25 lengths, the odds was 8-1, drifting to 16-1 on Abound, and that made the two closer to each other, and the fact that Abound has never previously run on the Poly. Also was switched with Muzieni taking the ride and not Keegan Steyn. So yeah, Abound taking the win in the first race. In the second race, yeah, the top-rated Marie won the race, and Makotwa with Sharon Kotson. Stable change, that's what that little house means. Third run after a rest, and Makotwa has flames by itself for the season, and also a jockey trainer flame with 18.95% winning and 32.1% placing. So yeah, Sharon Kotson, top rated, won that race. 105th Avenue, Cliffy Miller had 3 runners for the day. The reason why that's so red is purely because they are playing with the merit rating. So it was a 78 merit rating when it was in Kenilworth, and it's since dropped down to a 66. So watch out for him to be hitting soon. This time it looked like he could have been the one that was hitting, because Cliffy Miller with the Marco van Rensburg 12.5% wins and 50% places does show that they are nearing getting a win for 105th Avenue. But Marie was too good at this stage, and looking at the two previously running against each other, 29th of May, 105th Avenue running 5th and Marie running 4th, and 105th Avenue 1.5 lengths, 1.5 kilos more today, 3.5 for Marie, which means Marie was 2 kilos better off for that 3.5 length, beating 4.45 to 0.95, and couldn't make it up on the day. Third race, yeah, Sir Nigel Longsword was the first of the Lungagila double, followed by the favourite Captain Maurice in second, and our top-rated Swiss Walt in third in that race. Now, if you look at the Sir Inhaling Longsword, tried the 1200 at the Poly, and as recently just moved from KZN over to the Eastern Cape, and yeah, third run after a rest. Wasn't much early warning because there was no betting support previously. Jabu Jacobs, not one of the statistically best jockeys out there, but does have the best speed rating and median speed. So I guess for that reason, looking at the probability stats, 93 previous races that we have rated at Fairview Poly 1200 Class G, and of those, 29% of them was where the best speed rating won. So definitely want to consider because it was the second highest after the 33% by the second horse, Captain Maurice, which was our top rated in 33%. Moving to the fourth race. That was our top rated and best bet for the day. Lunga Gila, as you can see on the bat 42, was a lovely 6.03 lengths ahead on the bat 42. And if you just look at the graphs at the bottom here, this one here moving, improving very nicely. Moodley was riding it, and then Francie Harold, and then again Francie Harold, 1600, same distance, and the one that hits the green line being the fictitious finishing line for this specific class, this specific course, and this specific distance, to say when they hit that fictitious line, that is when they have a real probability to win. And that was also substantiated by the fact that he was also the favorite, and he was also first in all of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 different ranking columns. So Lawcourt winning the race there, and then fourth by the second rated, and third by the fourth rated, and second by the third rated, so the top four running the quartet. Moving to the fifth race. Elusive Justice here, the winner, and on the bat C, the consistency curve, bat curve, you can see it was a nice 8 lengths difference to anything else. The reason why this is in red simply means that the distance that was achieved and was not within today's distance. So you can see that 6.16 over the 1300 poly, and then it moved to the 1600 poly, so that's 300 meters out, and therefore that's in red. But you could see that the 12 over the 1160 turned into a 6 over the 1300, so it's going in the right direction when he goes further, and therefore he was a good candidate. Our top rated though was Raxa, and Raxa finished second in that race. And yeah, the reason why our horse was top rated was he's the proven one over the distance and over the surface. He ran second and a fourth over the last 2 times, and he's got the strike jockey Richard Fourie on this time. So yeah, the stable's in form. Alan Greef, 1 run since last win. So that was our top rated. Our top rated is pretty much built based on consistency in performance and probability. So every horse has the exact same ability to, or chance to, gather points, and whoever gets the most points from all the different categories ends up top rated. And that top rate is not necessarily the horse that's going to win the race, but it is more so the horse with the biggest chance of being in the competition. And that purple line that you see there is also the linebat horse for this race, that LBAT linebat, which is our handicapping system. And that flashing 13.34 also means that this is the best on the BAT CD, exact course and exact distance. So on the day, Elusive Justice just beat Raxa. The 6th race, top rated here, Heathcliff, again a red horse, but was first on form, statistical form, intentions, super rule percentage, total, so quite a few things going for it. Also at the bottom here you can see it was the one that hit the green mark. Heathcliff was a 2.47, so it was closest to it. And Alan Greef and Richard Fourie taking the ride for this one, highest on greenie points as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 categories, the best and the top rated. Second rated was a stablemate American Landing that ran third, and yeah, with Ideal Angel running into second. The 7th race, top rated again Alan Greef and Richard Fourie. Santa Teresa this time winning the race here, and that's a Greef double. That was obviously pre-planned, I would have said, or pretty much looked like it. And yeah, the bat figures is definitely all improving here. If there's too much on the data, just a easy tip is just take those off and just make it the top 6, for instance. Or if it's still too much data, then you can simply take off the longer days, like in this instance, just take 84 days. Now obviously you'll see that it is easier to spot, just purely based on less data to cover. So just a pro tip on making that easier. You see that 0 days on the 0 line, that's the finishing line. So you can see Sanatories is moving nicely into the corner there. Race 8, and also the fact coming from a rest with the little red flame. Race 8, red flame of course meaning it's hot when it runs from a rest. Then the next race, you'll see the red flame there, rest from win and place percentage higher than 70%. The next race, our top rated was John Nell with Devon Ashby. Funny enough, John Nell actually came with the stablemate at 25-1, which was also the one that makes him more money, because that little joker sign there, as that suggests, is similarities between trainer, jockey and owners, and it is the owner John Nell with the trainer John Nell. So no surprise maybe for John Nell, but definitely a deterrent for the public that didn't really have Manera in their selections. We did. You can see it was another horse that's just been playing with the odds, which is why it is in red. And Manera there taking the win, with stablemate Saint Anastasia running a very close second. Even on the bat CD 6.93 versus 11, Saint Anastasia was 5 better off. But in saying that, Manera at 25-1 was in 4th, so not far off. And the fact that it's coming from a rest, John Nell with the joker, and Ramzan clearly came with a plan, because Ramzan also ended up winning the last race, the 9th. So nice little double for Ramzan. 25 times 10, that's about a 250-1 plus on Questor, and that's again bat CD, this time bat CD by 7 lengths better than the rest. High super rule percentage, 42 days bomb roll, 84 days bomb roll. Ramzan again, and funny enough, another little joker sign there. So you can clearly see that people know what they're doing. It's just not so easy to decipher the puzzle, so you do need the tool, and that's why we are building this tool, and we'll keep on improving this tool so that everyone can use it, making it very affordable. $9 a month for horse racing only, which is like 200 Rand for a month, is very cheap. But in this race you could see there's Questor going from improving from a 19 to a 3.03, with further improvement imminent, and going through the green line before he gets to the 0 days. Lovely 10-1. So those two for Ramzan together was probably about a 250-1 hit, and it sort of looks like it was the jokers in the pack that had that sorted. So one would think that someone knew something about it. Be that as it may, we do hope that the sport of kings will start growing again, and people are not chased away, or not chasing the public away as much as they have in the past. That's it, guys. Until tomorrow.